Hey, everyone, Richard Gibbons, your MLS Director for Southwest MLS, and I have another time-saving tip for you today to talk about checking your production and then adding listings that you might be missing, because we are coming up on Gala Awards again. Those are due by January 31st, so let's take a look at this for you. So first off, to go in and check your production and make sure we have everything that we're supposed to have, in the MLS, up here in the top left, you're going to click on Menu. You're going to go down to Inventory and Production underneath Statistics. You're going to scroll down to the very bottom and you're going to click on Production Report. Now I'm going to flip over to a PowerPoint here because yours looks a little different than mine does, but it'll come up and you just set your date range up here. So you do want to do January 1st, 2022 to December 31st of 2022. Make sure you have only residential selected and hit Next. And then this is the report that'll come up. Of course, I've got stuff blocked out here for personal data, but underneath this black box here, it'll have your MLS numbers and your address, so you can go back and check your records and make sure everything is in there that's supposed to be there. Otherwise, it has your grand total for your production right here, and that is the number that we use for determining the awards. Now, another thing I want to point out on this page is if you see this little C right here, that means that you were a co-lister on that property. And what that means is that you're splitting the production of that with the other person that you co-listed with. So in this case of this $149,950, this was actually a $299,900 property that was co-listed, so the production is split between two people. So that's where we get the $149,950 from. Now, let's say that you do that and you say, okay, so now I'm missing some. I have a FSBO that needs to be added, or a property that was sold in another MLS, or things like that. So we actually have an option for you where you can add that, and it's just under Add Listing. You go into Residential, and once you get over here to the Main Fields tab, you have Agreement Type. You're going to choose Comp Only, and Service Type, you're going to choose Entry Only. So that's the two options you choose right there, Comp Only and Entry Only. And then you go through and you fill out the rest of the listing just like you normally would. So, a couple caveats. First off, there is an MLS rule that in order to do this, to enter the listing as the comp only, you must have both the seller and the buyer's permission. Now, this isn't something that we ask you to upload, but should either one of them come back and be upset with the fact that their information was added in the MLS, you better be able to provide something that says you got their permission. Second, all the same rules as any other kind of compliance apply here. That means you do have to have like the minimum photos, for example. All of your data does have to be correct. Your dates have to be correct. So when you're going through and filling this out, just because it's a comp only does not give you permission to put bad data in the MLS. Now, one thing that might happen, and often happens actually, is if it doesn't allow you to enter the correct dates, you may have to just, enter whatever you can to make the listing go in. But then let us know after the fact. That's, support at SWMLS.com, and we'll go in and update those dates to be correct for you. Similarly, if you were only on the buying side, but you're the one entering this listing, it's going to show you on the listing side. So once you get it entered, you need to reach out to support at SWMLS.com, and we'll change the listing member to be a non-member, so that way you're not getting credit for both sides when you're not supposed to. So enter the information as comp only, entry only. It does have to be correct. You do have to have permission from both the buyer and seller. And of course, reach out to us if there's anything that we need to correct for you because you're not able to do it because of any kind of restrictions. One more reminder, again, January 31st, your data has to be in by then in order to be counted for your Gala Production Awards. And of course, if you have any questions at all, numbers down here at the bottom, 505-843-8833, get you directly to the MLS department. We'll be happy to help you out with that. Also, support at SWMLS.com. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.